Alright y'all, welcome back to the Kouki YouTube channel. Today, I want to get talking to some things that might be tough for some of y'all to hear. You know, it is my opinion. But let me preface this video by saying that I like the car a lot more than I originally thought I would. That being said, let's get into the video. Now, you guys saw what the car is. I bought a 350z, and some of you guys know me, and some of you guys might know that 350z's aren't my favorite car, and I have a few reasons as to why. These are just my opinions. They might change, you know? Some of them already have changed, so I'm just gonna let you know what my opinions going into buying this car were at first. Let's get into it. I just wanted to mix up the scenery a little bit, so we're in my garage now. Number one thing that I did not like about 350z's going into buying one is that, I know a lot of people are gonna agree, but I'm not a big fan of DEs. I'm not a big fan of VQs in general. HRs are cool, but later on down the road, I'd like to do a swap. You know, I grew up around Jay-Z stuff. My older brother has had a bunch of Jay-Z swap cars, so maybe a Jay-Z, maybe a LS. Never had a V8, but I know that these cars are pretty easy to swap. For now, I can tell you guys that I do in fact enjoy the VQ for now. They're super fun to beat on. I know VQs are reliable. People drive them all the way to the track, beat on them all day, and drive them home. So hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, I shouldn't have any issues dailying this car and drifting it. Now to the next point. I'm not a huge fan of how 350z's look stock. And I know, stock. My Z, I happen to hate the way it looks. I like the paint. The white grew on me because it has a lot of metallic in it. Other than that, I definitely see myself doing some things. I already have some parts stacking up, ready to go on. I see myself at least slamming the car on wheels. A little foreshadowing of what's to come. But you guys will see that in the next video. Guess this would be what, the third thing? Third thing is, and it might be tough for some of y'all to hear if I'm being honest. I know that if you're a Z owner, and if you happen to know Z owners, or you see them on the road, you know that they drive crazy. Not gonna lie, after owning one, I see why now, because they're fun to beat on. They're not the quickest thing, but they are, in fact, fun to beat on. I can see why they're likable. Another thing I gotta say about the Z community, because I'm coming from an S chassis. S chassis people are usually pretty freaking cool. S chassis people usually know how to work on their cars because they have to know, because things break down, and most of us can't really scan our cars or whatnot, so we just have to know how to fix them. A lot of you S chassis guys, shout out to y'all. Y'all are cool. Best platform community I've ever been a part of. Maybe I'm biased. I'm definitely biased, but whatever. Still a Nissan. But also, Z people, on the contrary, y'all could be a little cringy sometimes. Y'all do weird, cringy stuff with your cars. I'm not even gonna get into it, but y'all do untasteful things. And I'm sure a lot of Z people can agree that not all of y'all built the same. Some of y'all got taste. A lot of y'all got taste. I've seen a lot of Z's though that are not, I guess you could say not my cup of tea, but it's also like not 80% of the people's cup of tea. You get the idea. I'll take y'all handheld for this last one just because I got to show you some stuff. Matter of fact, I can't show y'all shit because I don't have the keys for either of these cars, but you know, I'll show you from the windows. One thing I got to say about the Z, the interior, from my perspective, is I actually like it. A lot of y'all was about to think I was about to bash on that too. Look, I'm not hating on the car. I like this car a lot. It grew on me a lot more than I was expecting, but y'all gotta remember, I'm coming from S chassis where the dash is cracked. My whole thing right there, my whole little thing, that's all JB welded together because I smashed that throwing third. This interior kind of not the best. It is cracked. Y'all probably could barely see it. This car is just comfier. It's heavier. It feels safer on the highway. You know what I mean? That car, it's SR swap. You know, it's not fast, but it's not slow. It's light, and it makes like a little over 300 wheel. So it's sketchy on the highway because it does get up to speeds, and when it does, that shit is not fun. It's scary. I guess that's really all I had to say about things I didn't relatively like super too much about Z's. I can say that I'm happy that I bought this car because I know that I could definitely drive this to the track, drive it home from the track after beating on it all day, and it should be fine. When Jaden had it, some of you guys know my friend Jaden, when he bought this car, the outside was pretty rock. He did a lot of maintenance stuff. He didn't care about the outside of this car because he specifically wanted it as a drift car, and he basically fixed all the mechanically things that were wrong. So he made sure this car didn't leak, none of this stuff. So I'm super appreciative for him for that before he sold it to me. And he welded the diff. We even had my dad weld it for him. Now it's mine. And I can say I didn't care about this car, so I didn't care at first. I didn't care about making it look nice, but now I do. And I do want to make it look cool. And I want to put my little touch on it and, you know, make it mine. At first, I really didn't care. I just was like, it's a drift car. I don't care what it looks like. Because I didn't really like these cars at first. It's definitely grown on me. And I'm excited to build this platform and start messing with it and doing stuff with it. I already unplugged, or not unplugged. I already cut the 101 wire in the ECU. So I'll put a little clip of that right here. But like I said, I'm excited to start this journey on this platform. You guys will definitely see me doing stuff to the 240 as well as this. I already have parts stacking up for this car. I got parts for the 240. So if you're excited, if you're mad at me, subscribe. I guarantee you it'll get better. I wasn't trying to bash on the car too much, but there was a few things that I did not like, and that's just my opinion. Opinions change and everybody has a different opinion. So if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, peace.